Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today with a quick update video here in regards to the return of Battleworld. So you may have noticed already if you logged in, Zone 1 is officially back now. Remember, with Battleworld, we're essentially working through 4 different zones in total, leading up into Knull, the final zone, in this case, Zone 4. So previously before, this was, it took place for essentially the entirety of the week, right? 6 days, and on the 6th day being the Saturday, that's when you would actually fight Knull himself. But yeah, I had a chance to play through it. Definitely a lot tougher than before, but surprisingly enough, still in my eyes, still autoable in terms of if you have a built enough roster and characters and teams, you can still auto it. But overall, I can see the improvements they've done because definitely some of the waves got a little trickier. They've added some more meta tunes that we're up against. Yeah, so overall, I think it's definitely more fun for sure. But a couple things I do want to talk about. Remember, with this, we're working on shards of Knull all the time, right? So you can see here, actually, if I hit the leaderboard here for rewards, you'll see at the very end here, oh, sorry, this is the weekly rewards. Let me pivot over here to the leaderboard. Okay, there's no leaderboard here, but they provided a payout in terms of the shards. And if you're doing the highest level difficulty, we're going to be getting some juicy amount of shards here, as you can see, right? Obviously, the power recommendations are going to be a little different there, but you can see at the very end, we get 250% of the allotted shards there. So I think when I did my update video, I think it was like 100 shards. Like, it's pretty noticeable, guys. And what I do appreciate and like about the fact that they did the reset here is that they didn't push us all the way back to normal difficulty or difficulty 1. In this case, we're resuming exactly where we kind of left off, which is perfect for us. And again, I just use all my meta teams, but now you can actually get a breakdown of all the future teams that you'll be needing because they also revised that as well. So overall, the Abyss Zone 1, pretty straightforward. Actually, let me just talk about what I use real quickly here. But again, like I said, nothing was too crazily difficult, which was nice. And if you have fully built roster, which is level 95 to level 100, chances are you'll probably be just, pushing through it and not really, needing too much effort from your end. I will say, though, this one was interesting because this is the upgrading one, as you can see here, right? This is Astral or Spire Society. I believe previously they would only let you use Astral, so I do like that versatility that they can bring in the Spire Society. But keep in mind, look at some of the tunes we're up against, right? To be honest, I don't know if Spire Society would have a chance against this. They might be able to dent this note, but for sure the answer is Astral. So from this experience now anyways, it does feel like Astral is basically a required team that you have to have in order to push through Battleworld now. So I just use my Astral team. I don't think any of those characters are actually a gear tier 19. All of them are either gear tier 18 or 17. And then again, I just kind of autoed it as well. Even despite some of the enemies that were up against there, it was still very, very straightforward. Now, having said that, the nodes 1 and 2, very, very straightforward here as well. The first one was Global Hero. So for that one, I actually just use Extreme X-Men plus Old Man Logan. They auto it with flying colors. And then for Global and Villain, I did bring in my Orcus team. They struggled a little bit, I think, just because of the fact that there was obviously turn meter getting granted to the symbiote allies thanks to Carnage's passive. So, but either way, they still actually autoed the entire section. But I think my Lady Deathstrike actually did get slain during battle. So just things to watch out for. Obviously, it's not a walk in the park, but if you have a fully built up roster and team, you should still be able to get this done. And keep in mind, this is the highest difficulty, so it should be easier if you're doing it on lower difficulties. And what I do like now with the Battleworld preview now being in the game, we can actually see what the rest of the week looks like, right? So for Zone 2 here, you can hit preview. And they actually just cycle through all the different traits. So this one's going to be focused on the city side. So City Villain, as you can see, with City Hero, as well as Astro now, or Extreme X-Men. So a little bit of a change there in terms of options if you want to use that. So Extreme X-Men obviously being versatile there. And then finally for Zone 3 here, as you may have guessed, this is going to be the Cosmic side. So we got Cosmic Hero, Cosmic Villain, and as well as finally Astro, and once again Spire Society. Overall, I like the changes. Definitely the gameplay was funner, the enemies were more interesting, and you can actually actually you might need to play some of them. But I am a little surprised that this is difficulty 5 and I could still auto most of it. So I thought for sure they would have ramped up the difficulty where maybe you have to manually play it. But yeah, maybe that's for feedback for them. Maybe they're still kind of reworking things behind the scenes just to see what that's going to look like. And keep in mind, we don't know if Spec Ops is coming back as a side piece to this, or if they're just gonna leave it out. But overall, I think the fact that they listened and took in the feedback, and now it takes less time to get through it as well, and now we're earning and accumulating rewards. Ultimately, obviously the Knull unlock being the big reward, and the return of the Battle World store. Now we can use the store once again. Remember, we're earning obviously the credits here for this store respectively, which you can use actually to purchase some characters, limited time, ISO8 purple, specific you know, crystals here that you can actually add to your roster. So yeah, overall guys, I welcome the change. I think it's definitely an upgrade from last time, and again, not as much of a grind in terms of just a daily chore. Me need to make sure you go through it. It's a lot quicker. I got through it in like 5-10 minutes, so pretty smooth. And then now you can go work on dailies. And what I do like is, remember, going through Battle World right now, it is tied back to this Life and Liberty event where you're earning Peggy Carter shards free to play. So take advantage of that, guys. That in a nutshell is what's happening right now at Battle World. Let me know what you think, comments below. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.